Most professionals fear AI is coming for their jobs. What if it is making yours exponentially more valuable instead? Your 15 years of hard-won experience, paired with AI, creates an unfair advantage. By the end, you will see how your human judgment becomes the most profitable skill on the market. We will pinpoint the exact mindset shift that unlocks this new era of earnings. AI is not replacing your operational expertise. It is amplifying it, taking over the time-consuming data grunt work so you can focus on strategy. Your ability to see the big picture of how a business functions is suddenly far more impactful when an AI handles the mundane analysis. This means less time manually sifting through data and more time making high-level decisions that truly move the needle. You can transform raw information into actionable insights faster than ever before. For example, imagine a client needing to optimize their customer journey and identify friction points. Instead of you manually collating hundreds of feedback forms and support tickets, an AI rapidly processes them, categorizing common complaints and identifying trends. You then interpret these insights, pinpointing systemic issues in the journey, like a confusing onboarding stage or a neglected post-purchase follow-up sequence. Your value shifts from data collection to strategic problem-solving and implementation. Such a project, focusing on operational audit and improvement strategy, commonly commands between $3,000 and $7,000. If this is already helping you, do me a quick favor and tap that like button. It really does help. AI can generate mountains of raw text, but it completely lacks taste, nuance, or an understanding of a brand's unique voice. Your experience in communication and marketing is now paramount for refining AI's output into impactful, brand-aligned messaging. You become the editor, the curator, the one who ensures the message resonates authentically with a specific audience. This elevates your role from content creation to strategic content direction. Consider an industry thought leader who needs to transform a 90-minute keynote speech into diverse content assets, like a LinkedIn article series, concise social media snippets, and a compelling executive summary. An AI drafts initial versions of all these pieces instantly. Your deep understanding of brand voice, audience psychology, and strategic messaging allows you to then edit, rephrase, and infuse the human-centric insights that truly establish authority and drive engagement. This shift lets you handle far more content at a much higher quality, making you indispensable. A monthly content direction retainer like this can easily range from $1,000 to $2,500. But that kind of refinement is useless without knowing exactly what the market is asking for, which is coming up next. AI excels at gathering and summarizing vast amounts of data, but it cannot synthesize it into actionable intelligence without your guiding hand and seasoned judgment. Your unique skill is connecting disparate dots, seeing patterns, and identifying the deeper implications that an algorithm simply misses. This makes you an intelligence augmenter, turning raw information into strategic insights for your clients. Imagine a business owner wanting to launch a new product in a rapidly evolving niche. Overwhelmed by competitor data, trend reports, and customer reviews, an AI scans and summarizes hundreds of articles, reports, and social media conversations in minutes. You then apply your professional judgment to connect seemingly unrelated data points, identify emerging opportunities or threats, and extract the genuinely insightful competitive advantages or market gaps that the AI could never identify on its own. This is about deep market understanding, powered by efficient data processing. A strategic market research analysis project like this typically commands between $2,500 and $6,000. But this deep understanding only happens when you can prompt the AI correctly, a skill that most people completely underestimate. The true high-value skill in the AI era is not just using AI, but knowing exactly how to ask it the right questions to leverage your existing knowledge. This is prompt engineering. And your 15 years of experience give you an enormous advantage in crafting precise and effective queries. A beginner might get generic output, but you understand the nuances of what to ask, what context to provide, and what constraints to set. This transforms AI from a basic tool into a powerful custom assistant. For instance, a client needs to develop a training module for their sales team on handling complex objections. A novice might simply ask AI to write sales training. You, with your years of experience in sales or training, know to specify particular objection handling frameworks, request role-playing scenarios with nuanced client types, and include follow-up scripts tailored to a specific product's features and common customer pain points. This precise guidance generates vastly superior, usable results. An AI-assisted training design project can range from $1,500 to $4,000. This level of precision is exactly what lets you solve complex problems, which is where your years of messy problem-solving really shine. Your years of experience have given you an intuitive knack for structuring ambiguous problems, breaking them down into solvable components. AI significantly enhances this by rapidly generating a diverse array of potential solutions based on your structured input. You become the architect of the solution framework with AI as your tireless brainstorming partner. Consider a small service-based business struggling with client retention after project completion, with vague ideas about dissatisfaction but no clear data. You would define the core problem, break it into measurable components like communication gaps or unclear project scope. Then, you use AI to brainstorm innovative client follow-up strategies, identify common post-project complaints from similar businesses, and even draft a range of engagement surveys to gather specific feedback. You then select and tailor the best AI-generated solutions based on your understanding of human behavior and real-world business realities. This problem-solving expertise, augmented by AI, often commands $80 to $160 per hour for ongoing business process optimization consulting. But even the best solutions fall apart if you cannot translate them into action, which requires navigating the human element that AI can never touch. AI provides data, insights, or drafts, but it cannot bridge the critical gap between those outputs and actual implementation with human teams. Your experience in guiding colleagues through change, managing expectations, and fostering adoption is a vital skill that AI cannot replicate. You are the empathetic translator, ensuring AI-driven strategies are understood, accepted, and effectively integrated by people. For example, an AI model suggests a new inventory management system for a retail company, projecting significant cost savings. However, the existing staff are resistant to change and unfamiliar with new technology. You step in, articulate the AI's recommendations in clear, non-technical language, develop a step-by-step change management plan, and lead training sessions that address human fears and workflow adjustments. You act as the essential liaison between the technical solution and the people who have to use it every day. This kind of change management or implementation consulting can command rates from $100 to $200 per hour, or significant project fees between $5,000 and $12,000 for large-scale organizational shifts. Your 15 years in the professional world have honed your judgment, enabling you to critically assess information, identify risks, and make sound decisions. AI, while powerful, lacks this inherent judgment, making your role as an expert reviewer and validator incredibly valuable. You can now use AI to generate multiple options or initial drafts, and then apply your discernment to select, refine, and correct, becoming an incredibly efficient quality control layer. Consider a nonprofit needing to draft several grant applications, but lacking specialized writers. An AI generates the initial narratives and budget justifications. You, with your years of experience in project management, proposal review, or even just meticulous documentation, critically assess the AI's output. You fact-check figures, ensure the emotional appeal is genuine, and verify that all requirements are met and risks are mitigated, essentially acting as the strategic overlay. This grant application review and refinement can pay $1,000 to $3,000 per application or $70 to $130 per hour for ongoing support. All of these amplified skills lead to one crucial, high-value reframe that truly separates the leaders from the followers, and that is where your highest earnings are hiding. This is the payoff. The single most powerful skill AI amplifies in your career is your ability to orchestrate tasks and outcomes, leveraging AI as a hyper-efficient, tireless subordinate. Your judgment, delegation, and strategic oversight become the premium service. You are no longer just doing the work. You are directing a symphony of human and artificial intelligence to achieve complex goals with unprecedented speed and scale. Think of a founder of a rapidly growing online course business, drowning in the daily execution of course launches, content updates, and marketing campaigns. They desperately need an entire content and launch operation managed. You step in not to do every task yourself, but to orchestrate. You use AI to generate content outlines, research competitive course structures, draft social media posts, and even create initial email sequences. Your human skill lies in directing the AI, setting the strategic vision, ensuring brand consistency, making final editorial decisions, and coordinating with any other human team members. You own the entire outcome. Using AI as your tireless, intelligent assistant, this elevated role, often structured as a retainer for a head of operations or content orchestration, can command between $3,000 and $7,000 per month. This is where your years of experience truly compound into exponential value. Your everyday competence, your judgment, and your ability to orchestrate outcomes are not being replaced by AI. They are being amplified, making you more valuable than ever before. Go find out which of your existing skills AI can turn into your highest earning asset. When you are ready, head over to freelancefitai.com for your free sellable skill report.